Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a get ready with me kind of video, and we're also going to be talking about a topic. So I don't think I've ever done anything like this, so yeah, let's get right into the video. So for today's topic, we are going to be talking about finding your inner self, or just finding yourself. I feel like I should talk about this because I feel like a lot of people have trouble understanding or finding themselves. So I don't have any notes. I'm just gonna say everything off of my head and like things that worked for me and my journey and whatnot. So yeah, right now I'm just cleaning my brushes. I should have done that before the video. So today's look is going to be, I don't know, I don't even know what I don't know what look I'm going for. So I'm just going to improvise basically with all my looks. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to prime my face. So we're gonna use the Santi face primer. It's the oil-free foundation primer, long-lasting natural finish. So this is how it looks. I don't know if you guys can see that. Take a little bit because a little does go a long way. So in regards to finding yourself, I feel like there are steps to achieving that. You can't just do one thing and expect to get to know yourself and find out who you really are as a person, as an individual, as opposed to how you would be around people, like collectively. So these are just my advices. If you want to take them, then you can. But anyways, so I think that it's important to know that when you are on a journey to finding yourself, when you really want to get into the creaks and cracks, I would say, of yourself, you have to take a moment to really sit down and be still. And I recommend taking notes, like physical notes, writing on a piece of paper, what you like about yourself, what you don't like about yourself, because it is normal to not really like certain things about yourself. I mean, I wouldn't say it's normal, because when you're a child, you don't care about certain things. You don't care about appearances, you don't care about societal expectations. You have no knowledge of that. So I wouldn't say it's normal, but I would say that it's instilled in you as you grow into a young adult to not like certain things about yourself. So in order for you to really able to get rid of that mindset of not liking things about yourself, you have to write down the things that you don't like about yourself, the things that you've learned to not like about yourself. So yeah, write down certain things that you like and dislike about you, and then you ask yourself, why don't I like this about myself? Why is it causing me to feel this way? You know, I've done that. I would say through my poems. I haven't literally sat down and written anything, but I've done it through my poems. So I would suggest also, if you have a passion, you can incorporate these things as well. Like if you do music, you write a song about why you don't like this about yourself, why you like this about yourself. If you write poetry, like me, you write about yourself. If you, I don't know, I think this works best if you're an artist, or if you like have writing skills, I would say. Even if you don't, you know, make up a song or write a poem that you think is going to really help you understand or help you see what the things that you don't like about yourself clearly. So like about yourself clearly. So I recommend doing that if you have a passion as well. But if you just want to stick to the basics, that's fine too. Do that, and then you ask yourself, why do I feel this way? Why is it causing me to feel that way? Why is it causing me to react so negatively? Why is it triggering me? Or why is it not triggering me? It could be both cases, because at the end of the day, those are just thoughts that come to mind. Sometimes it's not really anything that has to do with you, but has to do with the pressure that's put on you, you know. So I think it's important to know that as well. Some of the things that you think that you don't like about yourself is just what you've learned to not like about yourself. Nobody has really told you, I would say, or you forgot, like as a child you were once a child that did not care, once an individual that did not care about what people had to say. So make sure to do your edges before you put your makeup on. So yeah, you want to get up all in them edges so that you don't have like this cast. I can't remember what I was saying because I was rudely interrupted. But yeah, so the next thing I want you to do, when you've written all of those things down, when you made a likes and don't like kind of list, I want you to sit and analyze those things that you wrote about yourself. I want you to really sit down and analyze them. I don't want you to just write them and like hide them away. I want you to actually sit down and analyze them and see the things that seems to be very out there and the things that are like hidden, you know, those hidden things that you wouldn't expect you to be triggered by or don't like. So after you've done that, that's what I want you to do. So now I'm gonna take my banana tea powder. So if you know me, guys, you know I am all for small brands or affordable brands, I would say, guys, because listen, it gets crazy. I don't buy expensive makeup. Even if I had the funds to, I would not. It's not my thing. So anyways, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna set the concealer. So I like to do this. So if you have dark spots like me, it's not a problem. Just, you know, if you want to hide them away for a while, you can by applying this method. You know, put your concealer, prime first, put your concealer, and then blend it in nicely, and then you put your setting powder on top. That's what works for me. I don't have my dark spots peeking through. I mean, of course, if I'm rushing and I don't really care, they will pick through, but if I take my time, they won't. Anyways, so the next step is, yeah, like I was saying, analyze what is what you like, what you don't like, and why. So the big question right now is why. Why is this affecting me? Why does this trigger me? Why don't I like this? Why is this, you know, why? The big why. And it's not going to come to you right away. So one thing I've learned about healing, because at the end of the day, when you're looking to find yourself, you're looking to heal yourself as well. So it's a healing process. So I've learned that it's not going to come to you right away. It's going to take time. It's going to take a lot of time. Or, you know, some people's process is different and their journeys are different. But for me personally, it took me literally my whole adolescent life. You know, even in my preteens, I was still looking to heal. I didn't understand, but I knew that I wanted something to change, and I wanted to heal, but I couldn't because I didn't understand what I was going through. But now that I am in my 20s, I understand a lot better now. It's going to take some more time for me to completely heal or whatever, but I found peace now. I found peace in myself. I found peace in my flaws. I found peace in the things that I like and don't like about myself. And that took me years, like years upon years, to actually master that and to actually hone that peace. Because you can have peace, but that peace will be temporary. But you want a peace that is sound in your heart, a peace that is going to stay with you for a really, really long time, and hopefully your whole life. And that's what I'm working on right now. So that peace that you're looking for will come with patience. And that's the thing about healing and finding yourself, is patience. You want to be patient with yourself, because if you rush the process, you're going to be lost. You're going to go right back to square one. So if I'm not looking at the camera, it's because I don't have my glasses on, and I'm just looking at my figure and the side stuff. Anyways, so yeah, like I was saying, the first step is to write down the things that you like and don't like about yourself, the things that trigger you, the things that don't trigger you. And then the second step is to analyze them. And ask yourself why. Don't expect the answer to come to you right away. You're going to have to ask yourself why all day, every day, like for a long time. Why is this? Why is that? Why is this? Why is that? And that's the introspection part of the healing journey. And after you ask yourself why, after you introspect, you want to put into place a strategy to help you to understand why these things are affecting you the way it is. After you've done that, once you've put into place a strategy, and the strategy can only work for you, you have your own way of mending those broken pieces, mending those things that you do not like, or you know what I mean. So after you've done step 2, I'll leave a little list on the screen. So after you've done step 2, you want to put into place a strategy. So let's get right into the makeup more, and then after I'll continue on with the rest. Foundation. But before I put my foundation on, let's do the foundation. So right now I'm using my LA Girl Pro Matte foundation, and this is a high definition long wear matte foundation. So I'm using the color Creamy Cocoa, so it's GLM 720. I'm going to put that on my face. I was gonna look for my foundation brush to put it on, but I think I should just, I don't know if I want to use my beauty blender or my foundation brush. A little does go a long way with this foundation, and I'm going to use my foundation brush. So I have everything, all my makeup laid out in front of me, because when you're doing your makeup, you want to have a clear view of the things that you put on your face, things that you use. So that's what I'm doing. So a lot of people ask me to do like foundation routines, how I get to cover my dark spots and whatnot, and I have a foundation routine on my channel. Well, I'll post it back up because I took off my videos, but I always tell people that the key to achieving a flawless base and a flawless base is your skincare routine. I'm not talking about dark spots, I'm not talking about none of that. I'm talking about the things that you use on your face. So right now I don't use like those big products. I just use my black soap and a celluloid kind of, I don't know how it's pronounced. I'll get so I use a celluloid cosmetic sponge. This one, I have 2, so I'm currently using one. This one is not opened yet. I'll insert an overview of the product itself, but it's just basically a sponge like this. It's yellow. Wait, hold on. I don't know, but yeah, I use this and it's amazing for your skin, guys. Like, I use this with I lather it with my black soap, and I just like really exfoliate my face with that, and I don't have a single bump on my face. And I don't usually get bumps on my face either. Not really much people in my family get bumps. I mean, through puberty, yeah, but I don't get bumps on my face. It's only like if I'm on my period, or I eat too much chocolate or sweets or whatever, and I don't really eat sweets like that. I'm more of a savory person, but even that like causes bumps on my face. So yeah, I drink a lot of water. I haven't drank water in 2 days, but I usually drink a lot of water, and I really just take care of my skin. I don't do too much on my skin. I don't over abuse my skin because I have really sensitive and stubborn skin, so I don't over abuse my skin. But yeah, ever since I really incorporated this into my skincare routine, my skin has like literally just been smooth, no bumps, nothing. Anyway, so the third thing I told you guys was to put in place a strategy. So my strategy, or the strategy that I would recommend, is to step out your comfort zone. Okay, so what I mean by that is I'm gonna do my eyebrows. So what I mean by stepping out your comfort zone is to do the things that you don't like. I know, right? I know that one there is going to be like, it's going to be like scary, especially if you have major anxiety. Oh my gosh. I'm using the Nabi eyebrow gel. I don't know, my sister gave it to me so I just using it. It's going to be hard to actually step out your comfort zone. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but I never really started my videos without makeup on, and I'm starting to do that now because I really had a fear of people just coming for me online, because you know, social media, they don't have no chill. These Twitter fingers and keyboard warriors, they don't have no chill when it comes to dragging somebody. So I was really like afraid of people commenting on my skin and whatnot, and suggesting products and unsolicited opinions and advice. So I really just started my videos with makeup on, or at least some concealer on. But in order for you to really excel in your healing journey and your fear and finding yourself and being comfortable with yourself and in yourself, confidence really, you have to do the things that you're afraid of. And one of my fears was showing up as my natural self when it came to my face, and I didn't for a long time. Even in school, when I used to go to school, it really bothered me a whole lot. It bothered me because a lot of my friends, they didn't have the problems that I had, even though they would, I guess, like make me feel better about myself, but they didn't have the problems I had. So they didn't have to wear makeup to school. Some chose to wear makeup to school because they loved makeup, but they didn't really have to, and they could have shown up as their natural self. And I just hid behind that mask, that face. And there was a time that I went to school without makeup, and somebody asked me, like, what is wrong with your face? Like, the way they said it just made me feel so bad. I was like, it's just dark spots. He was like, I'm not trying to like sound mean or make you feel bad about it. I was just asking. And in my head, it's like, if you're asking somebody something, you're supposed to ask them in an inquisitive way, not in a judgmental, like, what the hell is this kind of way, you know? And that's what I got a lot of the time. Like, what is wrong with your face? Like, what's that on your face? And I used to just hang up on people or stop talking to people, because you don't ask people things like that. There's a way to do things, and that was not the way. So I just saw myself out of the convo. People might think it's doing too much, but I don't think it's doing too much. I just think it's the principle of the thing. So I would say to step out your comfort zone. So you guys know, if you're my followers on Instagram, you already know about my journey. So when I say to do the things that you love, I'm talking about as long as you're not going against your morals. Don't do the ratchet stuff. Don't, you know, I'm all about righteousness. I'm all about following the Bible and stuff like that. So if I say do the things you love, I'm expecting you to know that a lot of things that you may stand for, I don't stand for. So, and this is mainly for my followers that are seeking to become better, and, like, you know, in either a righteous lifestyle or a more modest lifestyle or whatever. That's besides the point. If it could help somebody, that's fine with me. Yeah. So step out your comfort zone. Do the things that you love. Don't let nobody tell you that you cannot do it, or that you're not pretty enough to do it, or that you're not qualified enough. You know you. You know what you like, you know what you don't like. And if you don't like something about yourself, it's because you're afraid of to face the facts. If you don't like not wearing makeup to go out without wearing makeup. If you don't like going out with your natural hair, go out with your natural hair. If you don't like singing in public, go sing in public. If you don't like talking in public, go talk in public. Like for me, one of my biggest, I wouldn't say fears, but something that I don't like to do is talk in public. It gives me major anxiety. I don't like to perform in public. I don't like to, just talk in public. I don't like that. The thing about me is I don't like the spotlight being on me. So in that sense, I don't like attention. So if that is on me, I start to feel like, okay, I have to be perfect now, and I'm not. So it's a big conundrum, it's a big conflict. So I just I tend to avoid those kind of things. And yeah, it might have made me miss certain opportunities in my life, but I guess it was just a learning process, a learning stage. I wasn't ready. And that's the thing, if you're not ready to do those things, take time with yourself. If you are not comfortable doing that right away, baby steps. So if it's like a talking fear that you have, talk to people in a group. If you've never done that, do that, and then you work your way up. It's not something that you just dive into. You always want to make sure that you take baby steps. Baby steps are important, and you don't want to just dive into those kind of things because you might throw yourself off. I mean, okay, let's be real. When you dive into something, it usually works in your favor. I assuming it usually works in people's favor. But when you dive into something that you are not familiar with, it also has you doing a lot of work, or more work than you can manage. And I don't think that is a healthy way to go forward with finding yourself. I think it's always important to take your time. Don't rush things. I know today, in today's world, becoming an entrepreneur, doing this, doing that, making real videos, going live, and all those things are heavily pushed. And okay, I understand the urge to get on those things to further yourself, especially if you are a content creator I can't do it. Especially if you are a content creator or a business owner, it can become overwhelming to just dive into something. But that's also part of the process. So it's always good to have a balance, to not do too much but not do too little either. So yeah, so we have writing down, making a list of the things that you don't like, you like, and what triggers you, what doesn't trigger you, analyzing them, being still, analyzing them, doing the introspection. Then you have putting in place a strategy. So I'm going to use this or even this as a base. I'm gonna use this as a base, or this, both of them. I'm gonna use both of them as a base. So this is actually used 3 of the nude colors. This is the Neutrals 2 palette. So I'm just gonna put that on my little eye. I like to press it in, just pack it on. Yeah, one of the strategies I was talking about was to step out your comfort zone, and I gave you guys some examples of things that you could do, or the baby steps that you can take when stepping out of your comfort zone. So you want to make sure you don't dive into it head on without having a plan in place. I know some people will tell you like, just do it. You just have to do it. You just have to go for it. Okay, cool. Yeah, but have a plan in place first, so that if you get lost along the way, you have something to bounce back on and to go back and look at. So don't just dive in without a plan, okay? So I'm just gonna wipe off this part right here, and we're gonna do like a cut crease. So for my cut crease, I usually have my cut crease canvas by Makeup Revolution, but I'm just going to use this Conceal and Hydrate Radiance Foundation with hyaluronic acid. It's medium to full coverage. So this is actually a foundation, but it's not my color. I ended up taking the wrong color. Cut my crease with my concealer brush. It's been forever since I cut my crease, guys. Probably like a year or two, I'm assuming. So this one is higher than this one, and that's fine. Okay, so we have our cut crease. It's not perfect, and truthfully I don't care. But like I was telling you guys, you don't want to dive head on into the healing process and finding yourself. When you look at it, finding yourself is truthfully just finding your inner child. You know, a lot of us, when we grow up, we forget to love our inner child, and we forget to let it out. And that's why sometimes I feel like we get too serious, or forget how to, you know, be happy or be at peace and be just us. You know, a lot of it has to do with your inner child. So that is my advice to you. Obviously there are so many more steps to it, but the main things that you want to really hold on to is writing all the things that you like or don't like, the things that trigger you, things that do not trigger you. Then you want to be still, introspect, and really analyze those things. And then the next thing you want to do is to create a strategy to be able to step out your comfort zone with these things, and to be able to nurture it so that it could become something that is you, to reattach yourselves to you. Because the thing is, you are separated from yourself. You're separated from who you were as a kid. You're separated from all of the things that you liked and all of the things that you didn't like. You're separated from those things, and you want to reattach them. You want to make them whole again. You want to make yourself whole again, because yes, you are broken, you are in pieces. And the key to finding yourself is to find the things that you once liked as a child. Find the things that you once wanted to do, your passions and whatnot, your hobbies, and all of those things. They play a huge part in your inner child. So then you want to make those things become a part of you. And I think my last advice, so I think that's my fifth, guys, I think it's my fifth, is to just be yourself. Own it. Yes, you're not perfect. You're going to fail, you're going to mess up, and that's fine. That's part of life. You're going to lose yourself a couple times for you to find yourself again. But once you have those things down pack, you will know what to do, you know. And a lot of the peace that I've achieved over the years is due to the fact that I really just understood that for me it wasn't anything that I could have handled. It's something that only God could have. So I really just let him back into my life, because I've always been a believer, but I was always lukewarm with it. So I really just let him back into my life. And yes, I've had my share moments of doubt and all those things, and that's just to test you, to test your faith and your belief. So a lot of things that you're going to be faced with are just tests, and it's up to you to be able to manage those tests. So that's my advice for you guys. Eventually I could do a part 2 if you guys like. If I have anything else to say to add to it, then I will. But for now, that's it. I hope it was beneficial, and I hope it aided you in the ways that you wanted it to aid you. And yeah, right now we're just gonna go back to do my makeup, and we are gonna see how it comes. The informative part of the video ends here. We'll be making a makeup tutorial, you know, 2-in-1 video. So look out for that makeup tutorial and full that without me talking or anything like that. So yeah, let's get right back to the makeup, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed my girl chat. I also hope that you enjoyed the topic at hand. I also hope that you enjoyed the makeup look. So if you would like to see more talk through videos like me doing my makeup and the topic, let me know and I'll be sure to incorporate those for you guys. So that being said, I will see you guys in my next video. So this is tickling me. I'm going to trim this down a little bit, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you guys in my future video, and yeah. Bye.